All right, let's get a check of the forecast now with Chief Meteorologist Betsy Clean. She's got a lot to talk to you about.
That's right. Lindsay's here to lift your spirits, and I'm here to slam them back down. We have a winter storm that is headed our way as we head through the weekend. All joking aside, we do have a lot to get to because things are going to be changing very rapidly over the next 48 plus hours. Cold weather advisory has been issued for tomorrow and early Saturday. We are talking sliding temperatures starting now and continuing all the way into Saturday morning when we will land below zero across the area. We have a new winter storm watch that's been posted for the entire state with the exception of Williams County, one county out of Ohio not in the watch. And that will go through Sunday and into early Monday. And then after that whole mess disappears, we are still left with bitterly cold air all the way through next week. So up first is this first round of cold air. Friday and Saturday, dangerously cold temperatures and wind chills. We will be seeing single-digit high temperatures for most of the day tomorrow, and then those below zero readings. The air temperatures will be below zero. The wind chills will be even colder than that for Saturday morning. So a cold weather advisory issued for Friday and Friday night, and then things start to turn around. All right, so frigid tonight. We're going to go from the 20s into the teens, and then tomorrow we go from the teens into the single digits with a mix of clouds and sunshine. I am not anticipating any other weather impacts other than those frigid temperatures. Here's your National Design Mart hour-by-hour forecast. Notice 8 a.m. temperature is at 12, wind chill is at 4, and look what happens as the day goes on. We end up in the low single digits by 8 p.m. Wind chills 10 to 15 degrees below zero later in the day. The one benefit here is that as this is high pressure that's moving in, that's actually going to help to slow the wind speeds down. So that kind of offsets the wind chill effect a little bit, but it is still going to be brutally cold. We stay cold Saturday. Clouds increase Saturday ahead of this snow that arrives Saturday night. It's going to continue all day Sunday into the early part of Monday, and then we stay cold through the rest of next week. So we get the cold first, and then we have that snow setting up. Now, specifically talking about the Sunday storm, what's new? The winter storm watch is the newest thing. That's kind of the heads up from the National Weather Service that it looks like we have impactful snow coming. We are in fine-tuning mode right now. I'm going to give you a very early estimate of snow ranges coming up, but keep in mind everything is subject to change as the storm begins to evolve. Winter storm watch for the entire area Saturday night through Sunday into Monday morning. We are not alone in this. All this pink is winter storm warning. There's an ice storm warning in Tennessee and Mississippi. This to the north of us is all the cold weather alerts because the cold weather is really what's in the driver's seat right now. Way over here in California, not what you thought I would say, right? We've got rain that's moving into Southern California. More importantly, we have these clouds that are beginning to move into West Texas. That is a moisture feed off of the Pacific. This is the energy that's going to start this whole thing off, okay? So we get the upper level low that moves in, brings in the Pacific moisture, and at the same time, we will see a big surge of Gulf moisture moving northward. Now we've got the upper level system. We're starting to connect up with some low level energy, and we will see this whole storm begin to evolve probably tomorrow and into Saturday. So again, it's the cold air that is in the driver's seat right now, and everything is going to work around that cold air. So tomorrow afternoon into Saturday afternoon, we have the developing storm system to our southwest. Notice the snow that moves into St. Louis. We have ice in Dallas moving over toward the Nashville area, and then that whole thing continues to move east. This is when the most critical changes will take place. Saturday night and Sunday morning. That's right. As the snow is moving in, this whole storm system is going to be morphing and evolving, and each little detail that changes will change how our overall impacts look. Most notably, there are two areas of low pressure. How do those interact? And then on the western end of the low pressure, we may have some warm air that moves northward into the Ohio Valley. That may amplify some of the snow totals. So as of right now, Sunday morning, we've got heavy snow that's coming down. That snow continues for most of the day. Then in the evening, we may get this extra little kiss of energy that dumps a little extra snow on us. Late Sunday evening, it all starts to wrap up and move out of northeast Ohio, and then we're just left with these bitterly cold temperatures. Okay, take a deep breath. Here is the early snow outlook. The heaviest snow is still expected to be south of us, south of Cleveland, but it's moved north a little bit. And so you can see we have quite a range over much of northeast Ohio. I'm going to put 8 to 14 inches on the map first. That does not mean everyone is getting 14 inches of snow, okay? We will have a range across the area. The least amount in Sandusky, the heaviest snow likely for Dover and New Philadelphia. This has nothing to do with lake effect snow, friends. So 8 to 14 inches of snow, somewhere in that range. Cleveland, you could probably be looking at about 10 to 11 inches of snow out of this. Akron, you could be a little bit more than that. So we just have to kind of wait and see how this whole thing develops. If it all goes east, these numbers go down. If it keeps coming north, the numbers will go up. Like, we've got a lot of changes that could happen, but I think right now that's a pretty good range to get started with. So here's a look at your Union Home Mortgage forecast, all right? So weather impact alerts for the cold for tomorrow and for Saturday. The snow ramps up late Saturday night into Sunday. Sunday is going to be a really rough day for travel here in Northeast Ohio. Monday, things start to improve, but look at the temperatures through next week. We are staying in the teens, maybe even single-digit high temperatures next week, depending on how long this cold air just kind of locks in. But whatever we get out of this snow is going to be with us for quite some time. Christy.
Yeah, because it's not going to warm up to get rid of it.
Exactly.
Betsy, thank you so much.